What's up, everybody, and welcome to week 4 of the Picks. Now, last week was a complete opposite of our teams. You guys had a dominating performance,
Yes.
a win on primetime against the Eagles, whereas my Chicago Bears are moonwatching. We took an absolute ass whooping to the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
By the way, Cleveland Browns, GG's, you guys, hell of a team. So, it was a rough one for me. It's great for your team.
We needed a dominating win, and on primetime,
You guys got done exactly what you need to do. A statement win like that.
love it.
But last week, I had 12 games correct in the pick'em.
Yeah, and I only had 11.
Still a really damn good week, man. Still a good week.
Not bad.
Because there were some pretty good upsets this past week.
Oh, yeah.
But here are the top 10 performers of week 3. So shout out to these people. Number 1 is TZ, 34 with 14 picks correct.
Wow.
Number 2 is Packers for the win. And they did get the win. 14 picks correct. Fap Folder, 93, who went 14-2. Okay, Fap Folder.
Okay.
Number 4 is Inver Cargill Iguana with 14 picks correct. Great name.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Meow Me Wow.
Where did people come with these names?
Meow Me Wow with
All right.
14 picks correct.
And 6th place, Little Hanson, 14 picks correct. 7th place, Crazy Terp Fan with 14 picks correct. 8th place, Bengals to the Bowl, 14 picks correct. And then 9th place, NFL for Life with 14 correct. And then 10th place is Dino with 14. A lot of people 14 correct.
Absolutely. I do want to give a quick shout out to one of our really good friends and our first ever mod, B Money, who had 13 picks correct. He was outside of the top 10.
Yeah.
I just want to give him a shout out too because he did pretty good.
Should have picked my Cowboys to win. You've been nothing.
Here are our top 10 performers of the overall season.
That's right. And now, first place is P Whoop with 37 correct so far. Then we have second place is Mijalal. Third place is TZ with TZ 34. Fourth place is NFL for Life. And fifth place is the Cool Kid 776.
And then number 6 is What's Happening with 360 points. Packer for the win. He's now in the top 7. Fat Folder 93 has 350 points. Angelo Flaves has 350. And Julian the Bears with 350 points as our 10th place. All right, congratulations to you guys to the top 10 overall in the season and our
Yes.
week 3 top 10 performers. But that does it for that.
Yes.
And it's a whole new week. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
You guys ready? If you're watching the premiere, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And let's get ready for the picks.
Let's go.
Starting here on Thursday Night Football in Cincinnati, in the jungle. Bengals are hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are favored by 7.5 points. The over-under is 46. Look, Jacksonville Jaguars, they got a little bit better offensively last week, especially James Robinson. He got going.
Finally.
But they're still a hot mess. Urban Meyer is a terrible, terrible coach.
Jesus. Yeah.
3 coaches that have lost their teams, I think. Urban Meyer's one of them. Matt Nagy of the Chicago Bears. And then I'm going to say Joe Judge of the New York Giants.
No doubt.
And with that, on the road, short week, I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals. They could put up points, and defensively, they're pretty good. They're only allowing 18 points per game.
Yeah.
Give me the Bengals.
I'm going to go Bengals as well. I'm going to take the spread. I'll take the points, the 7.5, minus 7.5.
Yep.
And I'll go under.
You're going to go under? Yeah, I'm going to go under as well.
Not sure the Jags are putting enough points up.
But you never know. With Thursday night games, so far, they've been pretty good for us. So come hang out with us. We're going to be streaming that.
Keep it company.
Who knows? Maybe it could be a crazy, really good game. Now let's head to Atlanta, where the Falcons are coming off of a win against the New York Giants on the road. And they are now hosting another NFC East team, the Washington football team. And Washington's coming in here, minus 1.5, and the over-under is 48.
Yes.
Who you got?
The Falcons came off a great win. I'm glad they beat the Giants. But this is Washington. Washington has a lot better of a defense. It didn't look like last week. Because
I wouldn't say just last week. I'd say overall in the season, they're giving up 30 points per game through 3 weeks.
Oh my God,
they are not doing at all as good as a lot of us hoped and thought they were going to be. They're giving up a tons of yards in the passing game, 315 per game. This is a game where they could be in danger of going 1-3 because Atlanta, We saw what they could do against Tampa Bay. They got into a defensive slugfest with the New York Giants, but they pulled the way out of there on the road.
That's true.
This is a game where I think Kyle Pitts can get going. I know they were doubling him up a little bit against New York, but this guy is like, what, 6'6", 6'7"? This guy is massive, right?
He's a monster, yeah.
Let him put the ball up high. Let him go get it, because there's hardly anybody in this league that could defend a guy like that, even as a rookie. Atlanta, they could win this here at home.
They could. Oh my God! I didn't realize they were giving up that many points. Watching, Jesus, what is going on with them?
That's their calling card, their defense.
Seriously.
And it's really not been there for them. And offensively, they really got to get Gibson a lot more going.
Yeah.
And along with J.D. McKissick, Terry McLaurin's been doing fine, but Atlanta, they can win this game.
Yeah. Atlanta, we know they have the talent. It's just, will they give them the ball? Calvin Ridley finally got a good amount of targets last week.
Right. Because you look at Atlanta, and they're only averaging 16 points per game.
And that's probably the biggest concern for me. So I'm still going to stick with Washington to win this game. It's pretty much a pick 'em because the spread's only 1.5. But yeah, I'll go Washington, but I'm still not comfortable with it.
I am going to go Washington as well, because I told you I'm not picking the Atlanta Falcons anytime soon. But I will go out there and say that they can win. But you know what? Washington give up 30 points per game, but Atlanta gives up 31 per game.
That's true.
And if I'm going to ride with a team that I think is more likely to buckle down a little bit more, I would go with Washington. Just get that offense a little bit more going. And
seriously,
you guys can go into Atlanta and win that game. But we're both going Washington. Let's head now to Buffalo, where they're coming off of a huge win.
Dominate.
That's what they needed. And I said that last week in the pick-em. I said, even though they're going up against Washington, because I saw how many yards they're giving up through the air, how many points they're giving up, I said last week, this is a game that Josh Allen can find himself and get really going. And he threw 4 touchdowns last week.
Beasted it.
So now he's here at home against the Houston Texans, and my goodness, look at this spread. They are favored by 16.5 points. The over-under is 47. I think we're both going to be taking the Bills here. The only question is, would you take Texans with a 16.5?
16.5 has got to be the highest spread we've seen so far, and might be all season, one of them. But no, I still won't take the Texans with the points.
Me neither.
No.
I think the Bills will win and cover that spread, and I will take the over because Buffalo could probably put up 47 themselves.
They put up like over 40 points last week, 35 the week before. Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. I think this is going to be Stephon Diggs' game where he finally breaks out for the season.
He needs to.
I had a dream about that. I told you this before we started recording. I was like, I had a dream that someone was yelling at me saying, Josh, put some player props down. Diggs is going to go off. He's going to have the biggest game this year.
Yeah.
Take him. Take all these prop bets. And I'm like, okay. So give me the Buffalo Bills, and I might just do that.
Josh, I swear to God, if it comes true,
yeah,
you're God.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know who's giving me these dreams, but all right, let's go Buffalo. Sorry, Houston. Now, let's head to Chicago. The Bears hosting the Detroit Lions, and the Bears are -3 here at home. The over-under is 42.5. We're coming off of a horrible loss to the Cleveland Browns, and again, nothing but respect for the Browns. They kicked our ass.
Yes.
But if I could real quick, Sean.
Go ahead.
I'm going to pretend that this camera right here is Matt Nagy. I know he'll probably never see this, but I'm going to pretend that I'm talking to Matt Nagy right now. So listen up, Matt. Fuck you. On behalf of all Bears fans and anybody who respects the game of football, fuck you. You're a clown. A lot of people call you dumb. They call you an idiot. You know what? I don't think so. I don't think you are dumb. I don't think you are an idiot. To make it to your position in the NFL, you can't be that stupid. You're not an idiot. You have won Coach of the Year in this league. That's not an easy thing to do. And you did it with the Chicago Bears. I don't think you're an idiot. But here's what I do think you are. You're an egotistical, prideful fool who is a terrible head coach right now. You let your ego and your pride get in the way of us doing what's best for the team on the field and getting the best results. Your offenses that you have been putting together since you won Coach of the Year have been atrocious. And when you have the talent that we have, that's unacceptable. That game plan that you put together against the Cleveland Browns was one of the worst goddamn game plans a lot of football fans, analysts, and anybody who was paying attention to the NFL has ever seen, or at least for a long damn time. That was pathetic. You absolutely did not play to Justin Fields' strengths or weaknesses at all. You had a game plan, and you just said go out there and do it. You didn't try to protect him. You didn't give him extra protection. You didn't do any. Even the Cleveland defense came out and said after the game that they were surprised with how Justin Fields was used, what they wanted him to do and what they didn't want him to do. And it made it a field day for the defense, who is a damn good one. And that was what made for a natural, just horrible disaster. You're a fool. You're letting your pride getting in the way of Justin Fields' progression. Now, this upcoming Sunday, he says he's going to roll. He's going to consider all three quarterbacks. Andy Dalton, Nick Foles, and Justin Fields. And you know what? I right now, Shawn, I'm thinking he's going to go with Nick Foles, honestly. Andy Dalton's not going to be good to go. And Justin Fields, he did hurt his hand. He should be fine.
Yeah.
But with that, and after the shellacking that he took to the Cleveland Browns, I have a feeling that he might just go with Nick Foles against the Detroit Lions. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. To my point that he's just a fool, a prideful fool.
Yeah.
Is that it doesn't matter who's under center for the Chicago Bears against the Detroit Lions. It doesn't matter. Nick Foles, Justin Fields, Andy Dalton, anybody. He can go and pick up Jay Cutler from retirement. It doesn't matter. He has a game plan already set in stone, and that's what it's going to be on Sunday, and it doesn't fucking matter who it's actually going to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So I don't think you're an idiot. I think you're a fucking terrible coach and a fool and a prideful one. Ego. Fuck you, Matt Nagy, and I hope you're fucking fired because I can't believe you're even a head coach right now. You should have been fired after that game against Cleveland. Anyway, Bears are hosting the Detroit Lions. I'm going to go with the Bears because the defense, I was very impressed with what they did a lot of that game against the Cleveland Browns, who have a ton of great weapons. Eventually, Kareem Hunt started exploding against us.
Yeah.
And how many times can they just get on the field? Yep. And stay out there when our offense can't even pick up a first down for so long.
That's true.
So I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears, mainly because the defense is there. I love what I'm seeing right now, and I think we could do enough offensively. I'm going to go with the Bears. Even though Detroit, I got to say this to any Detroit Lions fans that are watching this, I love the heart that you guys have shown.
Yes.
And despite y'all's the talent on your roster versus whoever you're going to against, whether it's Baltimore or whatever, they need a 66-yard field goal to beat you guys.
Jesus.
You guys have a lot of heart. You guys are capable of beating us, but I will go with the Bears. That's what I wanted to say. Just want to throw that.
Oh, yeah.
Just want to talk to Matt Nagy for a little bit.
No, you got to get that off your chest because, God, this is terrible. God, this is... Y'all should win this game, no doubt. I feel like y'all have more talented offense, more talented defense. But I'm actually surprised. Just like you kind of said, you think the Lions can win. I'm actually going Lions. And the main reason is because at the end of the day, y'all have the talent, but you don't have a coach that knows how to use it or doesn't want to use it. So I'm going to go Lions here. And I kind of want y'all to lose. Okay, let me rephrase it. I don't want y'all to lose, but I want y'all to lose for this purpose. For maybe this might be the reason y'all fire Matt Nagy. Because when's the last time? I can't remember the last time the Lions actually were able to beat y'all. And they're 0-3.
If we lose to the Lions here at home, he can't be the head coach after that game. He can't be the head coach after that game going into Week 5. He just can't be. So, and this is something that we all know. Yeah. The fans, the Chicago Bears fan base, other fans of the NFL who know what's happening in Chicago, the situation. Analysts from all media networks, people on YouTube, TikTok, doesn't matter. Everyone is seeing the exact same thing. The writing is on the wall. Front office, if Matt Nagy loses this game here on Sunday to the Detroit Lions, he cannot be the head coach going into Week 5. I know that's not what we do. We don't fire head coaches in the middle of the season. But after what he did and he put out there in Cleveland and he loses to the Detroit Lions, it's over. You have to fire him.
And that's kind of what I want to happen. I hate Matt Nagy, and I'm not even a Bears fan.
But, all right, there we have it.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this fucking TED Talk. Now let's get to the Dallas Cowboys. Your boys are hosting the Carolina Panthers. Cowboys coming off of a huge win. They are favored by 5 points, and the over-under is 50.5. Carolina Panthers are 3-0 right now.
Yes, they are.
They're undefeated on the road, too. And the last 2 times you guys have faced off, they have beaten you.
Yes, they have.
So, Carolina also just made a trade for a cornerback, C.J. Henderson.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good because now once J.C. Horn gets back, man, that secondary is going to look pretty damn good. This defense already has been looking pretty good.
It has.
They have only allowed 10 points per game. That's it.
That's good.
But they're now going up against your Dallas Cowboys, who are averaging 30 points per game.
Oh, yeah.
Going against Tampa Bay, going against the Chargers, and the Philadelphia Eagles. What you got?
This is one that I had a little circled on my thing just because I did have a bet with Mr. Someone Be Money, but that bet's off now because J.C. Horn got hurt. But this is still a good game. This is a good test for my offense, right? To go against that kind of defense. And also, I'm going to say this is a good test for their defense to go against our offense because, not trying to take anything away. The Panthers have really impressed both of us at the start of the season. They've done what they needed to do, but their competition hasn't been as high, right? They play the Jets. Come on now. They play the Texans. This is going to be a huge test for their defense. It sucks J.C. Horn's out because he was balling out. But I still think my Cowboys will be able to win this game. 5-point spread. I think we'll cover that. Now, the over-under, I think it might be under without CMC. That's another injury to the Panthers that sucks, man. I really wanted to face this team at its best because I thought it would be a great challenge for our defense to play someone like a CMC and play a defense like this. But now, obviously, with injuries on both sides of the ball for Panthers, it does suck a little bit. But I think my Cowboys at home, coming off a huge win, get this dub, and I think we cover the spread. But I do think it will be under.
Yeah, Carolina Panthers are going against the 1-2 punch of Zeke and Tony Pollard. They've only allowed 45 rushing yards per game, and that's going to change. 179 yards through the air through 3 games, that's going to change everything. They're going to face one of the top-tier offenses in this NFL. Give me the Cowboys. They're going to cover the 5 points, and they are going to – this game was going to go with the under. I almost took the over because I think the Cowboys are going to put up a shit ton of points. But anyway, going with that. All right, now let's head to Miami. The Dolphins are at home. They are 1-2, hosting the winless Indianapolis Colts, and Dolphins are -1.5. The over/under is 43 points.
Oof. Okay, so both teams aren't average. Both offenses are putting up less than 20 points a game, and they're giving up almost 30 points a game, right? 26 to 27. Ooh, that's a little shocking for the Colts.
Yeah, they're pretty similar. In just looking at stats, they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
Offensively, defensively, they're.
Yeah. Now this is a tough one. I think that's a toss up because even though Carson Wentz is healthy, we saw still Carson Wentz is not having a great year to start off.
The offensive line has not been looking all that great. Quentin Nelson did also get hurt against Tennessee.
That's right.
So this is their backs are against a wall here in Miami for sure. And Miami, they took the Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders to overtime on the road, and into overtime. That was incredible.
That was a great job by Brissett. This one, it's pretty much a straight pick 'em. I'm going to trust God, it's hard to say that with Brissett, but I'm going to go with the Dolphins. They really impressed me how well they played against the Raiders last week. I'll go with Dolphins here at home.
I'll go Miami.
You can go Miami?
Yeah, I'm going to go Miami.
I know. Don't feel comfortable about that pick either way,
No. All right, let's head to Minnesota. The Vikings are hosting the Cleveland Browns. Browns are favored by 2. The over-under is 51.5. Vikings coming off of their first win at home against the Seattle Seahawks.
We called that.
Absolutely. And the Browns are coming off of a dominating win against my Chicago Bears.
Yes.
All right. This is going to be a close one.
Yeah, this is going to be a good test for the Browns defense with that offense of the Vikings.
Kirk Cousins is having a stellar year.
Yeah,
they look fantastic.
They finally got Justin Jefferson going.
Right.
Jeez Louise.
All right, but you know what? I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Browns here. Browns, they have a better defense. the rush defense is looking pretty good at this point. Is Dalvin Cook going to play or not?
That's true.
Now, I'll say this. Madison did look fantastic. He did look pretty good in the absence of Dalvin Cook.
That's true.
But Browns have a better defense, and the rush defense of the Minnesota Vikings isn't all that great. They're going up against Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt as well. Give me the Browns here on the road.
Yeah, I'm going to go Browns as well. I think the Vikings could keep it close, but I think Browns will be able to run the ball and maintain the...
If the Vikings could get a win right here, this would be a huge boost into the confidence because after starting off 0-2 and that tough loss to Cincinnati, man, if you could beat Seattle and then you go ahead and beat the Cleveland Browns here at home, that'd be pretty good. But
huge.
Give us the Browns. Now let's head to New Orleans and the Saints. They are 2-1 hosting the 0-3 New York Giants. The Saints are -8 here at home. The over-under is 43 points. Like I mentioned earlier, I think three teams who the coaches have lost their teams, in my opinion, is Urban Meyer, Matt Nagy, and Joe Judge.
Yep.
The Giants, they could not even beat the Falcons at home. There's no way in hell I'm picking the Giants here. The Saints, we got this one wrong last week.
You did.
We apologize for that, Saints. You absolutely went to New England and kicked ass.
Pressed.
Give me the Saints here. I'll have them covering the 8 points, and I'm going to go with the under.
This one, I definitely, no question about it. I can't believe we picked the Giants last week. God, I can't
Because it was
believe
the Falcons.
Yeah, no. Yes, that's true.
And the Saints are only allowing 14 points per game. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Defense is looking good, guys.
There's no question. Saints covering the spread, all the above. Yeah.
60 yards a game allowed on the ground. That's crazy.
Oh.
All right, so we're going with the New Orleans Saints.
Yes.
Jets, they couldn't even score last week. There's no way in hell I'm picking them. I'm going with the Tennessee Titans. They only have, I think, one turnover through 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. I think this is going to be their first game where they might have more than one turnover, multiple turnovers in one game. I expect everybody to pop off right here. Even though A.J. Brown did get hurt last week, that kind of sucked. Mm-hmm. I mean, seeing him go down, man, you don't want to see anyone get hurt. But Tennessee is going to win this game. I'll take the 7.5 points. They'll cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under.
Dude, the Jets are not even averaging a touchdown a game.
No, they're averaging less than 7 points per game.
Anybody picking the Jets, y'all are crazy. Go Titans.
Go Titans.
This is my eliminator pick. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I think this should be everybody's.
Yeah, this is my eliminator pick too.
Yeah, definitely. Spread all the under, all the same thing.
All right, now let's head to Philadelphia where they're hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Eagles coming off of a loss. And Chiefs are -7 here on the road. The over-under is 54.5. Chiefs, you guys are 1-2, and you have multiple issues. Here are your 3 issues that I just did not foresee going into the season. 1, you guys are turning over the ball.
Yep.
Even Patrick Mahomes, he's turning over the ball. He's throwing interceptions. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbling. He did eventually get going and cracked 100 yards on the ground.
Thankfully.
But the turnovers. And the offensive line, it's not all that great. But here is your biggest disappointment. I mean, my goodness, your defense sucks. That's your biggest issue. Your defense sucks. 160 yards per game you're allowing on the ground. 280 yards you're allowing through the air. You're giving up 31.7 points per game.
Damn.
Kansas City, you guys got to figure that out. Your defense is trash. Your offensive line isn't all that good, and you got to stop turning over the ball.
Yeah. And think about it, I'm not trying to, shit on the Chiefs. A little bit I am. But they're 1-2. They could be 0-3 right now. They barely beat the Browns. And remember, the Browns were looking good in that game for most of the part.
For about 3 quarters of that game.
So, Chiefs, if I'm y'all, I'd be a little worried right now.
And now you're going against the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts and company are looking to bounce back off of that huge loss against Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
I expect Miles Sanders to get more than a couple of carries.
Yeah.
My goodness, especially when they're going against a Kansas City team that's giving up 160 on the ground. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs. But you turn over the ball, and if you guys can't stop a nosebleed, you better be careful.
Yeah.
This Eagles team, they could upset.
I would not put it past the Eagles to pull off an upset here. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go Chiefs still, either way. But I still don't feel 100% comfortable. I'm about like 80% on this pick, 70%.
All right, Dad, let's head to a really good game, man. This Los Angeles Rams team coming off of a win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a game that we also called. They're 3-0, and they're hosting the Arizona Cardinals, who are 3-0. This is an NFC West divisional matchup. Rams are favored by 4.5 here at home. The over-under is 54.5. This is going to be a throwdown showdown. Yes. Murray versus Matthew Stafford. These are two guys who are looking to be MVP candidates by the time it's all said and done at the end of the year.
Gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful gameplay from both these guys so far.
This is a game where, Arizona could win. It's a divisional matchup and everything. But I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams here. They have the better defense. And Matthew Stafford, it doesn't matter who he's going up against thus far, he just looks like he's a guy out there who's been waiting for this moment and this time his whole career. Yeah. He is out there just balling, and he is not breaking a sweat doing it.
Dude, when you see Matthew Stafford playing on Sundays in this offense, it looks like he's been in the offense for like 5-6 years, like his whole career. Yeah. He looks so comfortable, and that you got to give credit to Sean McVay for doing that with Matthew Stafford, making him comfortable and everything. So, yeah, I'm going to go Rams too. One of these undefeated teams is finally going to get their first loss, and it's going to be a great one.
Absolutely. And I think the Rams will win by more than 4.5 points. Yeah. Also, if you are in fantasy, you're playing daily fantasy, look to play the Rams running backs. Darrell Henderson, if he's playing, play him because the Arizona Cardinals give up 140 yards per game on the ground. Yep. Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, that connection continues to blossom into one of the best we've seen in a long time.
Amazing.
So we're going with the Rams.
Yeah, and I'm going to definitely go over.
Can't wait. Yeah, absolutely going over. Can't wait to watch that game. Yeah. It's going to be great. Now let's head to another NFC West divisional matchup. We got the 49ers hosting the Seattle Seahawks. 49ers coming off a loss against the Green Bay Packers. They are minus 2.5 here at home. The over-under is 52. Seahawks coming off of a loss to the Vikings. Who you got?
Yes. This one's interesting. The Niners are 2-1, but their games haven't really always been that great. Their game against the Eagles was a close one. Yeah. The Lions started making a comeback, almost sent it to overtime, right? Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with the Niners right now. I'm not confident in them really at all. So give me the Seattle Seahawks to actually pull off this upset on the road. Tyler Lockett, they finally got DK Metcalf going last week.
It was a DK day.
Yeah, it was. And then Chris Carson still doing solid for that team. I'm going to go Seattle Seahawks on the road to pull off this upset.
Okay. Yeah, they could absolutely win. And they really need a win here because they're 1-2. If they lose this one, you're looking at them being 1-3 in the best division in football. Yeah. But I'm going to go with San Francisco. I'm going to go 49ers here at home, and I'll tell you why. The Seahawks defense is absolutely trash. It is just one of the worst in stopping the pass in the league. They're letting up 307 yards in the air per game. They can't stop a massive nosebleed. They just can't. They can't plug anything up. Oh yeah. Gone are the days of the Legion of Boom. This is. I don't even know what you call it. Yeah. The Legion of Duds. Because this team is just... the defense is just trash. 155 yards on the ground. Yeah. I'm looking at the 49ers, and even though they lost to the Packers and at home, I felt like they could have absolutely won that game. I mean, why they played the defense the way they did late in that game against Aaron Rodgers when everybody knew what was about to happen. I know it as a Bears fan. You know it as a Cowboys fan. Yeah. One of our moderators, QC, who's a Vikings fan, he as soon as San Francisco scored, he said, nope, 37 seconds is way too long. Yeah. That's way too long. We know it's coming. But I'll take the 49ers here because one of the things I saw, bright side of that loss, is I saw the emergence of Ayuk. Them using him. Finally. Trey Sermon, he looked okay. Like I feel like this guy could be the guy eventually. He could. And so I'm going to go with the 49ers. Kittle got going.
If they consistently use Kittle this game, they should be able to win.
If the 49ers, I know this offense is really good of the Seattle. I mean, you have Russell Wilson, DK, Tyler, like Shawn said, and everything, Chris Carson. But you guys, your offense should look better against their defense. Ayuk, Deebo, Trey Sermon, Elijah Mitchell, if he's going to play, George Kittle, they should all face. Give me San Francisco here at home.
It's going to be a good game, too.
Absolutely. Now let's go to another tough one, man. Let's go to Mile High. Denver Broncos are 3-0 against the Baltimore Ravens, who are 2-1. They squeaked by Detroit by having an NFL record set. Justin Tucker, 66 yards. Me and Shawn were at the bar watching that game. The 12 o'clock games, the early games just wrapped up.
Yep.
Like half the bar, there's a lot of Steelers fans there.
There was.
There's a lot of Bears fans there. We were just like, licking our wounds, man, because
Yeah.
we took an L. Some people were celebrating because they took a dub. But once it came on the screen that Justin Tucker was about to attempt a 66-yard field goal, everybody in the bar just like got quiet, and everyone's attention went towards the screens. And then that kick was off, and Justin Tucker set the record, and everybody blew up. It was one of the coolest moments I've had watching a game.
Right when it hit that bar, the
Boom.
We're like, did it go in? Did it go out? Like, we didn't know. We're like, oh my God.
And then it goes over. And one of the first things I said to Shawn was like, why can't we doink like that?
That was definitely going to be, like you said, one of the most memorable moments that we've had. So,
but that was incredible. Kudos to you guys, man. Justin Tucker's the GOAT.
Shit.
Denver Broncos, they are facing their stiffest competition yet.
Definitely.
You know, they face the Jets, they face the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the New York Giants, 3 of the worst teams in the NFL right now.
Yep.
So here they're at home, but they're facing the Baltimore Ravens, a real team. The Denver Broncos are allowing 8.7 points per game again. It's you look at the competition.
True.
But they're going up against a Baltimore team that's averaging almost 30 points per game. So what you got?
Yeah, this one is a good test because as we've been hearing a lot of people calling the Broncos the frauds.
Right.
Because look who they play. But look how they're beating these guys though.
Yeah, I mean you can only play what's on your schedule.
Yeah.
They didn't allow a single point against the Jets. They only allowed 13 points in each of the Jacksonville Jaguars and Giants game.
Yeah.
They dominated those shitty teams like you're supposed to. They did what was expected. And you know what? Some people were skeptical about what Teddy B might have looked like, and he's been impressive. I love the 1-2 punch of Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams. They did suffer another injury. KJ Hamler went down. That sucks. But Denver defense, it is legitimate. Yeah. And the offensive weapons run by Teddy Bridgewater. And I got to say, throughout this season, through 3 weeks, he's been playing virtually mistake-free football. Yeah. He has the 3rd best QBR right now.
And that's exactly how you got to play when you have a defense like the Broncos have.
And they're going up against a Baltimore defense that's beatable.
Yeah.
331 yards allowed through the air, bro.
What?
Now, 79 yards they're allowing per game on the ground.
Yeah.
Right? But who do they face? They faced the Kansas City Chiefs with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's been a bum. Las Vegas, who Josh Jacobs.
He was banged up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Detroit, okay.
Yeah.
That was a defensive slugfest, whatever. But now they're going against Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams, who I really like.
Yeah. I
think this is a tougher game than most people think.
It is.
It's what we're trying to get at.
Now, it's going to be a challenge for the Broncos to maintain and contain, let me just rephrase that, contain Lamar Jackson. But I'm going to tell you right now, if Marquise Hollywood Brown can't catch the fucking ball, it's going to be a long day for them.
Yeah, I mean,
how many drops did they have last game?
Baltimore, they needed a record-setting field goal to beat the Detroit Lions.
Exactly.
The Detroit Lions were able to get penetration. They were able to get to Lamar Jackson, pressure him, hit him, sack him. They were able to do that. Yeah. You tell me Denver Broncos can't do that?
So, yeah. And so, when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at how, the Baltimore Ravens have squeaked by so many. Every single game has been a squeak by. Been so close. Had to have, like you said, the 66-yard field goal. But the Broncos have been consistent. 27 points, 23 points, 26 points. Offensively, doing what they need to do, and defense taking care of business. Give me the Broncos. I believe and trust them more. They've been more consistent with their game plan. I'm going to go them.
Absolutely.
And I think they hear all this, they're frauds, and they're going to want to prove something.
I'm going Denver.
You going to go Denver too?
I'm going to go Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go Denver for all the reasons that we were mentioning. And this is a great way to show everybody, no. We're for real.
Yep.
We are for real. So, give me Denver.
Yeah, let's go.
Now let's head to Green Bay. The Packers 2-1, hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 1-2. Green Bay's coming off of a win. They are -6.5 here at home. The over/under is 45.5. Packers at Lambeau against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dude, I gotta say, Big Ben, what are you doing playing in the league right now?
He looks horrible.
Pittsburgh Steelers, what are you doing allowing him to play under center for you guys?
Yeah.
He does not look like he needs to be playing. He needs to hit the retirement home. He barely can move without fumbling over himself.
Yeah, and these injuries that he's dealing with right now just aren't working for him. If I'm them, I'd be questioning about that.
I'm going to go here with the Green Bay Packers at home. I think Aaron Rodgers is starting to hit a stride here. Looked a little sluggish, obviously, starting out and everything. Maybe it's the offseason drama and everything. But I feel like eventually he's just really going to be looking like Aaron Rodgers.
Like the MVP.
And I think he could be doing that here.
Yeah.
He might have his best game right here. Who knows? Good. Even going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Because there's been moments in the I'm going to pick Packers too, but there has been moments the Rodgers hasn't thrown the best passes.
Mm-hmm.
They've been behind, overthrown, look questionable. But you know what? At the end of the game last week against the Niners, he loved it because everybody talks about how he can't beat the Niners. But the simple fact that he was able to pull it out, get his little revenge on his team that he thought was going to draft him, and I remember you pointed that out, and when I watched the highlights, I saw it when he spiked that ball, and he got all pumped up. I loved it. I love that. I love that energy. I didn't catch that when we were streaming the game. When I watched the highlights back, I saw it. I think they could go on a run pretty soon.
Now I'll say this for the Pittsburgh Steelers fans who are watching this: you guys could win this game. Here's how you do it: pressure Aaron Rodgers, man.
Oh, yeah.
Do a better job than the San Francisco 49ers did against them. Like I said, going into that game, while we were watching it, I was kind of shocked by how little pass rush they got on Aaron Rodgers, an offensive line that's definitely beatable.
Yes.
So get to A-Rod better than San Francisco did, and you guys could absolutely force him to make mistakes, which he has been making this year.
Yeah.
Force him off the field, 3 and outs, get some punts, and on the other side of it, man, keep using Najee Harris. Najee Harris is the only guy Big Ben can throw to and accurately.
Yeah.
Because he's checking down, he's throwing like a little dump off of 3 yards. Just feed Najee. Green Bay, I'm looking at what they're allowing on the ground. He can beat that.
Yeah.
Najee, he can kick Green Bay's ass in that game.
Good.
So you guys could win this, but we'll see.
Play smart.
So we're going to go Green Bay.
Yeah.
All right, now let's head to New England. Man, this is Sunday Night Football. The Patriots hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's see, the spread, -6.5 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road. The over-under is 49 points. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to mess around here. I'm not even going to fuck with it.
No?
Tampa Bay is going to win.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this game. You do too?
Yeah. This has been circled on the calendar for Brady for probably since last year. He knew that he was going to be playing them this year.
We were hyped about this in the preseason.
Yeah.
We will be streaming this game. Tom Brady, the way he looked, how pissed off he was, sitting on the bench after losing to the Los Angeles Rams. Mm-hmm. He is going to take out all that frustration when he goes back home to New England.
Yep.
I think he's going to thrash them around.
Oh, he is. Oh, Godwin. If you have any of these guys, I bet you they're going to score. And Gronk, too. Oh, this is going to be a good whooping.
Absolutely. And the Patriots, they just don't have enough offensively to consistently to think that they could even keep up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And their defense, it's not shutting anybody down. I mean, they're giving up 122 yards on the ground. Fournette could have a nice little day right there. But, yeah, Tampa Bay, he's going to go in there, and Brady's going to get a job.
Yeah.
He's going to get it done.
And the Bucs defense stopping the run, because that's what the Patriots need to do. They need to run the ball to help their rookie quarterback. They're only giving up, 60?
63.
Yeah. Sorry, but I can see Mac Jones having a bad game just like he did last week against the Saints.
All right, so we're going with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay -6.5. I like it.
I'll take it, yeah.
All right. Now let's head to Los Angeles. The Chargers hosting the Las Vegas Raiders. This is Monday Night Football. Cannot wait for this game. We will be streaming this. You must come hang out with us because the last time we did a Raiders stream, it was something to be remembered forever. It was incredible. We were on the edge of our seats. Hell, I couldn't even sit down towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
But the Chargers are -3.5 here at home. The over-under is 52.5. And I fully expect SoFi to be at least minimum 55% Raiders fans. And that's being generous.
That's being 100% generous.
Because Los Angeles is home to, I think, the two biggest fan bases there.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys and the Raiders.
Yeah. It's anytime the Chargers play there, it's always 50-50 at least.
And the Raiders, I think the last couple of times they went to Los Angeles, they got the win.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be, oh my God, this game's going to be so good.
So Chargers and the Raiders. The Raiders playing great defense this year.
Yeah.
The Chargers, they're coming off an incredible win against the Kansas City Chiefs, whose defense is absolutely trash. They're actually going up against a better team here with the Raiders. Ooh. I know some of you are like not wanting to hear that, but triggered. It's true. It's true. The Raiders have been a better team thus far than the Kansas City Chiefs.
They have.
Especially on the defensive side.
Yep.
Who you got?
Oh, God. This is so tough, man. Carr's been playing great. That defense been playing great. My biggest question for the Raiders right now is Josh Jacobs. How is he gonna? Is he playing? That we'll find out throughout the week. But Drake looked pretty good still.
Drake. Yeah. Peyton Barber. Looked amazing.
Yeah, I got to give props to that.
And with the Chargers giving up 170 yards on the ground.
This could go. This game. This is one of those games that could go either way. Because Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams.
It was a stud.
Mike Williams.
It was a stud.
A touchdown every game?
All this dude needed to be was healthy.
This guy.
All this dude needed to be was healthy.
Yeah.
Touchdown every game.
God, just looking at these games.
Derek Carr, man, 401 passing yards.
Yeah,
a game.
That's amazing.
That's better than Justin Herbert.
Yes, yeah. Herbert's. Jeez.
The Los Angeles Chargers, they're going to need Eckler big time in this game. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, they got the weapons to do so.
God. I'm sorry. I'm going to go Chargers. I'm sorry, Raider fans. I just have this weird feeling the Chargers are just that coming off that huge win. I love their coach, Staley, right?
Yes.
He has balls. He went for it on fourth down. Didn't settle for a field goal last week when he could have easily just taken a field goal and all that. But he went for a touchdown. He went for it on fourth down. I love it. He has confidence in his team, and I'm going to go with the Chargers. I don't know why. I just have this weird feeling.
Oh. I will be going with the Chargers as well. Sorry, Raiders fans. I know I've been riding with you guys quite a bit this year, but this week I will be going with the Chargers, and let me tell you exactly why. Chargers, 2 of your wins have come in overtime. One against Miami at home, and then again at home against the Baltimore Ravens.
That's true.
And honestly, I think the Chargers are the best offense, the best competition you're going to be facing all season long. Better than Pittsburgh, better than Miami, better than Baltimore Ravens. Mm-hmm. They have a plethora of options with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, who has a touchdown every single game, and Austin Eckler is going to be a huge X factor for me in this game as well. But then again, I'm not sleeping on your defense. I know the defensive pressure that you guys are able to get. Max Crosby's been having an incredible season, and he can make it a long day, and the rest of the defense for Justin Herbert. But give me the Chargers here at home to edge out the Raiders, and I think this game would probably be a 3-point game. So even though it's 3.5, I'll take the Raiders against the spread. But straight up pick, I'm gonna take the Chargers. The over under is 52.5. I will take the over.
I'll go with the Raiders covering the spread too, but I'm actually gonna go under. I think it'll be like a 27, 20, something like that, 21 game. I think it's gonna be 24-21 game, something like that.
Yeah.
So that I'll go with the under.
Okay, so there we go. We're both picking the Chargers.
Oh my God, this is tough.
We'll be live streaming that game, so come hang out with us. That does it for week 4 of the picks. Thank you everybody who watches. Thank you everyone who's watching right now on the live premiere. It really means a whole lot to us that you guys come through and hang out and watch these.
Yes.
And people on the replay, thank you guys as well.
Yes.
We'll catch you guys on Thursday night for Bengals and Jaguars. Don't forget Sunday Night Football. We'll be live, and Monday Night Football as well.
Can't wait for those games, guys.
You guys have a great week. Good luck to all your teams. Wish you nothing but health. And don't forget to set your lineups.
Yes. All your fantasy and eliminator, all the above. Don't forget those.
All right. Take care.